Tesla is set to resume operations at its Berlin factory after production was halted due to ongoing trade disruptions in the Red Sea. Yahoo Finance's Pras has more. So what's changed here?
So it seems like operations are back to normal there in Giga Berlin. A German publication spoke to a plant manager there and he said, quote, "The supply chains are intact again. Tesla has the necessary security that all necessary production parts are available in sufficient quantities to be able to fully restart." So at the end of January or so, they had to shut down production of the Model Y because they didn't have the right parts that couldn't get through that Red Sea, Suez Canal area because of the Houthi military strike. So it seems like they've gotten the parts back. They probably have to go around the Cape of Good Hope and think other kind of extreme ways to get these parts, but they have enough in sufficient quantity to build these parts. So like I said, it was down since the end of January. The plant was making at peak around 6,000 units a week of Model Y cars. So maybe lost anywhere from 10 to 20,000 units for that run, which isn't much considering the fact that Tesla made 1.8 million cars next year, but nonetheless, good news for a company that has seen its stock sort of get hammered recently for other various pieces of bad news.
Yeah, I meant to ask you about that because Dan Ives over at Wedbush, Pras, put out a note today saying, and obviously Ives, big Tesla bull, outperform on the stock, but he was saying, and he's covered the name for a long time and just said the Tesla narrative, the Tesla story, he said, in his opinion, it's like the most negative he has now seen in years.
Yeah, and I think there's a call for 3 things that need to change.
The board wants to,
Yeah, the board should do, right? So authorize a move to Texas, a new comp package, a couple other things to kind of get the narrative back and to get kind of the investors back on board. I mean, a big part of that is, and he's calling for Musk to get that 25% back in shares. I mean, I don't know if that's going to be the reason that's going to make the stock go up because of the fact that Musk has more shares.
But was that Pras kind of a reason though we saw things get negative? I mean, yes, it was the print and the call and the worries about the EV market, but how much was that? Because Musk then said, listen, you give me 25% or I pick up my marbles and I go someplace else. My AI, robotics products, I'll go someplace else. I mean, that was part of it, right? That got people nervous.
Right, the possibility of maybe not him leaving, but taking that piece out and make it a private kind of which he has various private companies outside of Tesla. So the fear was that leaving that AI stuff, the Dojo stuff, all going, they want to keep that in the company.
Yeah. All right, we'll keep following it.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna keep talking about it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pras. Appreciate it.